Suffering used to be my full-time job. Yeah, yeah. I said suffering used to be my full-time job. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm moving on. Now I'm moving on. Moving on. Suffering used to be my full-time job. Yeah, kinda out. It's like 2-something in the morning. More so in my divine masculine energy. Just kind of roaming and thinking. But not from a, what would you call it? A angry, berserk point of view. No, it's more so like, damn. It's been a lot. And I think in certain degrees I am definitely angry about some things. And I try to work through those things. oh yeah, I still have big fucking feet, and it's still a vibe for me. Hello to the Bigfoot hoes once again. I don't know. I just really, those are my, okay. I don't want to show too much of myself because it just be crazy. Niggas be crazy too, no matter the skin suit. I guess these like little videos or whatever are just me speaking my mind. And, you know, out louding. Yeah, I guess out loud. Because a lot of stuff I do, or I have been in the arts of keeping that shit in. Because it just felt very, I don't want to say confidential. That's not it, but I treated shit like it was confidential, if you get my drift. I felt really responsible for shit, and to realize that people didn't have the same outlook when it came to me, you know, just fucking sucks. I mean, them, that is. They suck. And I don't feel bad when I kind of go off and I say some shit that may seem, unqueenly, but like, fuck all of that. You know, I'm not into what it looks like in that degree anymore. I used to be, you know. Not really used to be. I still said like what I felt, which is probably why in certain instances, even in church, you know, me speaking my mind, me wanting to know things, me challenging things would make people like pissed off or whatever. But I say more so now, you know, is in another type of way that I feel, and it's valid, very valid, and it's true. That's why I just don't give a fuck. It's the truth. It's not me being petty. It's not me being stuck in the past. It's just like, damn, let me just say what I'm feeling about, you know, these circumstances. people just sitting up there thinking it's funny to, you know, play with somebody's livelihood, what they love, for the sake of them getting something in return. And I know, you know, some people, that's literally their outlook, their perspective, their religion. But it just seems so Piscean in the reverse, you know. Seems like the old age, and for someone to, you know, think that that's okay to do now is just, to me, you've already left yourself behind. And there's stuff I want to do, but I'm not, you know, invested in any outcome that much where, you know, I'm gonna not be myself. That's been the problem. People have wanted me to do things a certain way, and it wasn't natural to me, you know. And that's the type of stuff that doth kill you softly over time. Kills out your spirit, because you're trying to please everybody else but yourself, for the hopes that, you know, you fit some bill. And that's the problem. Trying to fit Bill, right? Instead of doing what Bill wants you to do, and you know, all of that shit. And if you know what I'm saying, then you know exactly where I'm coming from. You know, being a down woman, and I'm just speak from that side of the fence, you know, what that has meant to me and what it doesn't mean now. A lot of times in that Sarah energy, you know, you letting somebody you love, you know, put you in danger to cover them, all while not being covered. And that makes no sense to me anymore. Being so down to the point where if you're in a jam, it's just, I'm not attracted to cowardice, if that's a word, anymore. It turns me off. It doesn't mean that you're trying to make someone, you know, because the first thing somebody want to say is, oh, well, you must be into thugs. And for some reason, okay, in my dating years, and even people have like said a lot of strong assumptions to me, and that was one of them. Oh, I thought you would be with a thug. I thought you this, that. What does that mean to you, thugging? Does it mean being disrespectful? Does it mean not giving a damn and just doing what you want? Or is there an aspect of that, meaning, you know, I'll do whatever it is for the people I love that I have to do, even if I have to get a little dirty? In the, you know, in the way that I need to. I'll cut some corners. I'll do what I got to do to set my people up, you know, in a way that they can prosper. You know, and when you're talking about disrespect and looking a certain way, there's been plenty of thugs, you know, if that's the case. I'm not so interested in the stereotypical outlook of that word, or who is, you know, what ethnicity is supposed to represent that more than another. To me, it's more so like what you feel you have to do by any means necessary to get something to go in a just way that hasn't been just. It doesn't just, surround drugs and doing things that's going to cause people to be codependent on you in a way that is cyclic, I guess, if that's a word, and continues them on that particular wheel, and they're not able to do anything outside of that. It keeps them stuck. That's one of the reasons why I liked Vito Corleone, because when war did break out and they wanted his position, it was over something he didn't agree with, which was bringing drugs into the community. And really, I felt like no community. I know they put that controversial line in there about let the darkies have it, and we saw some things happen in our community where definitely some things were introduced and nobody gave a shit. But I'm saying, if you really pay attention, he didn't want it, period. Those were their compromises of where it should go. And you gotta love a person like that. Like, they're out making sure justice happens for people. They're doing what they gotta do. They're making these calculated moves, and if that's a thug, then I appreciate that type of thug. That's a mobster. That's one hell of a honorable mobster. But people that sit up there and be, mobbing and thugging with spirit to harm people that don't deserve, it's just like, I have no taste for that. It's just ill. I'm just saying, it's just ew. And I don't care how nice looking a nigga is. I don't care how pretty that bitch is. You look like nothing to me. I came across, some pictures of, different people, and I said maybe this is why they thought, I was doing some fuck shit or something. Because, I take screenshots of things that inspire me, or somebody may have left a comment about where to go get something at, and I'm looking at a particular figure, public figure, and I'm screenshotting it for my own purposes, not because, I'm fixated on anybody. I've never been that type of person where I'm just gonna be fixated on you, whether you're supposedly common or wealthy, especially on some shit where I want to harm you. I was the type of child, I play with friends, and then I didn't want to play with their ass, and I wouldn't go outside if I didn't want to go outside, because I had shit I wanted to do alone. What's wrong with people? They don't like to be alone. They think they putting you in some situation where you're supposed to feel alone. It's like, bitch, that's been my walk all this time. What are you talking about? It's been my walk. How is it that you still got what you got and you're not satisfied? Oh. So, speaking of, it kind of irritates me because, I like to go on my strolls. Smell some air, get by some trees and shit. And, what irritates me at a crosswalk is when motherfuckers see that it's, the walk sign is on, but then they want to swerve and turn real quick. But let a pedestrian be going too slow and it's time for you to turn, or just decides to walk across that motherfucker. You got a whole problem, but you in a vehicle. This person's walking, this person's in a chair or whatever, a scooter or whatever. You in a whole vehicle sitting the fuck down comfortably. And yet you still have a fucking problem. Do you get my drift? How is that shit gonna be attractive? And who would fuck with you and find you attractive but somebody that's broken? If you're gonna use materials and what you have to hang over people's head as a means to cause them to be wounded enough to do some fuck shit for you, or to team up with you to do fuck shit, or to just listen to you go on and on about how great and how special you are. Oh, wow, you're miserable. And you've taken time to surround yourself with people that's just mesmerized with your outside, who don't give a damn about your inside, to the point they don't mind you neglecting it too, because that's what you manifested. And when it becomes too much to bear, when it becomes too much to take in, to really deal with, then you still gotta go outside. And this is not to drag anybody that like to party, to drink, to smoke, whatever, do you? But I'm saying when it becomes the only medium for you to reach some sort of illusion of feeling good, then what? That's what you manifested. Because you constantly want to block and stop somebody else from manifesting. And you're not God. You have no right. You have no rights, a lot of you, to a lot of the work you even been doing. Because you're not responsible. You know. You spreading lies. You doing the fucking most. I saw an elder in a vision recently, and she looked like a little girl. Like, me telling her the truth made her want to do too much. And I and some more people that was witnessing what she was doing was just looking like, you're literally too old for this. And it's not no punch at oldness. That's a beautiful thing. Especially when you're full of wisdom, knowledge, and respect of others, But this energy of I don't know, it's just like you all over the place and you're supposed to be stable. And this person had possessions, she had a little Mustang, a house to pull up into, and yet you still worried about me. That's why, sometimes that's why I kind of at possessions at times. I'll get a few things I like when I have been able to, but I think that's one of the turn-offs, because it's what type of drink are y'all drinking once you get things that, But I'm starting to think that's just these people's nature anyway. I be thinking that, that's these people's way of being. That's what's natural. What's in you is just already what's in you. Because there's no limit to what they're willing to do to obtain more, and what doesn't belong to them in the first place. And I was thinking, I said, man, these low vibrational Sagittarius has been, going off with the fuck shit, man. Like, wow. You're taking your spontaneity to do things that is not expansive, that's going to constrict you, that's going to ground you. Like, God is going to ground you for that. In trouble, You think it's cute, and it's not cute at no age. But some ages, you'll let shit slide because maybe you're not knowledgeable. I don't know. And people don't realize that you've been grounded. You feel like you've been grounded in life because you're not realizing who's taking. You don't realize who's faking, karma and all this other stuff. But like I said, I'd rather be me than any of the shit I've been seeing and witnessing. I don't care what you got. I don't care if, especially from a woman's standpoint, bitch, I don't fucking care if your skin's smooth, your lips look the prettiest. That pussy, like I said, it's designer. You don't went and got all of the procedures. You done did it your fucking self. Whatever you done made it look like outwardly. That shit reeks inwardly. And so, you're being rejected by my soul. And it's so sad because I'll look at some of these women that have been attacking me, and it's like, you're so pretty, bitch, but you're not. I'm gross the fuck out. And if I was a nigga, I wouldn't ever give you the time of the day. But that's been the trend where these type of women, have been the status quo, while us beings, going to that whole Rango energy. You had the little Miss Thing that was foxy or whatever, apparently foxy, And, she's like, hello, beans. Like, hey, bitch. Yeah, I'm around this motherfucker asking questions, and yeah, I may look odd to everybody. I may have a condition where, in that fucking thing, she would freeze sometimes, in her thoughts or whatever. She'd get overwhelmed because people was like triggering her and shit. But I'd rather be beans than that stupid bitch that, just privileged in the wrong, you know what I'm saying? The wrong way. She's trying to keep what's been in her family legacy, and she see that something ain't right, and you don't care because you dressed cute and you standing beside the big bosses, that type of energy, and that shit ain't gonna be cute to no real one. So I'm glad if I repel motherfuckers. That's fine by me. Bye. So I'm never gonna be your, your side piece princess type of shit. I'm not a fucking accessory. That ain't how the fuck you gonna get upgraded with me. No, thank you. I'm gonna enjoy both sides, both aspects of me. You gonna calm the fuck down when it comes to bossing me around and shit. And we just gonna be, legitimate. Friend, lover, whatever you are to me. I'm just not into that. I've never really been into that. I have patience for people, but on some shit, it's like, oh no, I can't get with that. I can't go for that. No. And it's not me not being open. It's just certain stuff just ain't cute. See, it's getting chilly out here. I didn't bring a hoodie. If I want to just hop down this motherfucker. Shit. I hope that don't hurt my legs in the morning. Yeah. You know, I don't really like, you know, stuff like that. That's why I would like go into modes where I wasn't really concerned about outward appearance. Even though, you know, I'm a Venusian baby and I love pretty shit for sure. I do. But I don't know, I just would have these times where God was just dealing with my inner and putting my eyes on other things. And sometimes, you know, people make fun of me for it. And it's like, you know, not like ha 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 like that, but it's like, you're a young woman, you should do this, you should do that. But I was being called in a different direction to pay attention to other things. And it's like, I don't work for y'all. Never felt like I did. You know, if that's the case, I would have just been doing whatever. And certain stuff just don't please me. It doesn't. Just going around, you know, messing with people that just don't please me. It's not fun. It's boring. Making fun of people and the shit that they go through, it's fucking boring. You know? It's unnecessary. I've listened to a lot of people gossip to me. People have told me a lot of they fucking issues and secrets and shit. And I guess that's why there's a part of me that really would want to slap a bitch, you know, because it's like, and then some stuff, it's not even secrets in a way of like, you done told me, I can just see you. You know, I can see through the bullshit. So I could be like, oh, that bitch, that nigga lying. But I don't do all that because that's your business. But it has made a very boring existence beforehand. And it's like, I want to see something else. It has nothing to do with, you know, just materials. Yes, I would like to prosper in a lot of ways, but it's just like, I like to see some different type of people. There's one thing about it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not in this day and age, not in this beautiful time. We're supposed to be helping one another, not hurting each other. And you know, if the truth hurt your ass, then I don't know what to say, but I'm saying outside of that, like targeting people and trying to pull and drag people down without doing the research. I mean, there's some motherfuckers that need to be on the chopping fucking block because they're hurting humanity in whatever way that is. But, you know, to just be targeting everyday people and hurting people and trying to get people caught up, you know, how's that fun for you? What type of shit is that? Like, you know, I'm scratching my head right now because I don't understand. I don't think I ever understand that shit. I don't think I want to. But I tell you what I do understand is that, you know, people like that have a lot of psychological issues while they trying to constantly make it seem like we do. For reaching for spirit, for being willing to walk and talk with yourself. And, you know, anybody like that, yeah, I can't help but honor and respect because I understand like-mindedness. You want to control you. You want to conquer you. What is that scripture? It's greater than he that conquers a city. Because at the end of the day, you can't control everybody else, but you can definitely do something about you. Right now, I'm trying to see what that means for me, what that means. Trying to appreciate my different aspects and I'm grateful, like a lot of this shit, it has been very dramatic, very traumatic, but it has been that way, if it makes any sense. It was just more heightened. People were really doing the fucking most, but I don't know, I'm grateful because it gave me even more of an insight on like shit that I don't know, I didn't necessarily realize about myself. I had okay. That I realized wasn't what's the word? Wasn't coming out of me as much. It's like it's been returning me to my original self more and more. It's almost like, yeah, I had forgotten that I'm like this, because I've been just preoccupied with bullshit. And that shit get tiring. Like, damn. I'm ready for some me time. I like that sound. It's nice. It's like the things that you feel, that you go through, the strangeness, even the creepiness of it, especially if a lot of people been throwing like a lot of black magic at you and shit, projections, the shit that's supposed to trigger you, your guides speaking to you, their, entities attacking you, like the shit just brings out other sides. And it's been like, woo, shit. But then it's been like, it's like, man, I like the way shit look on, on the ground when I'm walking past. I pay attention to shit like that. I'm looking up, and I like that shit too. I'm looking to the sides. I like that shit too. And no, I ain't got no, supposedly no buddy friends, but I have friends. That feels good too, It's like we understand each other. We love each other. I know I love them very much. Like, can't nobody tell me shit about spirit, man. And I don't mean like, new information or something, but it's like it's truly family. This is all I've known. Some aspect or another. And, they're so interesting. And when they, choose to open up to you in a way that is not so surface or well known of their character, those are the things, like I said, money can't buy, that I don't want to lose because of materials, getting too focused on it. In any aspect, even my materialized body, yes, I have desires for it, for it to be well, for it to prosper, for it to be healthy, so that I can have the stamina to do the things that I desire in this world. Yes, I want to look beautiful, pretty, gorgeous, cute, whatever. But it's like, if it's going to make me forget the more weightier things, because you're important, you know, those things are important. And matter of fact, it could possibly bring out, you know, other shit that you need to focus on with more confidence. You know, the nicer you feel, you know, you can maybe be more confident to pursue things. Why self-care is important. On top of that, you know, you don't want to get stuck there where that's the only thing that you think is good about yourself. What about your mind? What about your heart? What else, you know, is God delivering unto you that they want you to deliver unto others? Because that's what it's supposed to be about at the end of the day, all of us. And so, I don't know. I do want to have, but I just don't want to forget, you know. I don't want to forget where I come from. I don't want to forget love and respect and honor of other people. You know, say for instance, even if I did have people that did certain jobs for me, if I got to do the things that I wanted to do, I wouldn't want to be a tyrant, you know. I wouldn't want to not respect those who do anything and anything I establish. And, you know, that's why I said, you know, these time periods where people are putting you through the most, or what you experienced in your childhood that may not be so wonderful, you know. It's like, okay, what do you want to turn that into? And if God allowed it, what type of centeredness is that given to you? You know. And I'm not just talking about, well, I want to go out here and help everybody. You're one individual, and though you can do a lot, you know, and everybody don't want your help. So we're talking about wisdom. What did we learn from the Piscean age that would make this Aquarius age blossom just that much more? You know, what have you obtained on how to move with certain things that doesn't just make it the status quo of what giving back looks like? Sometimes giving back, or I think anytime really, is getting back to your origins so that people can be inspired to get back to theirs, so we'll be around here being children again. And I think that's about the Aquarius age too, because, you know, a lot of inner child stuff comes up. And I think, you know, the world has missed its children, you know. We've been so preoccupied with, you know, building things physically that we haven't played. And, you know, I'm not going to get into that in this video. I do want to do another one where I talk about the age of Aquarius and kind of use a movie, as y'all know I like to do, to paint a picture for you. And I think it'll be enjoyable. I wasn't kind of in the mood tonight. I just had some things on my mind because it really kind of irritated me to see this elder moving all recklessly. And I mean, I already know the bitch is reckless, but it's like, damn, I was sleeping good, bitch, because you move. That's just how these people are. And I mean, it's just the divine showing me shit about people, what they've been up to, how they feel. They feel like, you just some little baby they could just sit up and touch all the fucking time. All right. Molesting children in spirit, it's not okay either, bitch. Matter of fact, it's double offense. Because you manifesting shit in their life to touch them in a way that's to hurt them. And then, because people only think of things one way. But you best believe it is being clocked. Oh, y'all, man, this shit's so fucking pretty, yo. Like I'm so turned on right now. Look at that. I mean, just look at it. Like, how can you not be turned on? I mean, shit. And then look at this space right there. How does that contrast not turn you on? It's like it's green right there, and then it's something dead. It's something, that's supposed to be, I guess, trashy. But it's so pretty in contrast to that. Even has a hole right there. Yeah, it looks like a Anyway, I'm just being silly, don't mind me. Yeah, but yeah. Just saying, let's have more fun. I get bored buying shit. I mean, nothing wrong with buying shit, but when I get bored buying shit, I want people in my life that I can just have simple fun with. Like, as childish as it is, come color with me or something. Talk. People you can go on simple walks with. It's just not all that, it can be, I want to say fancy, but it's not even what I'm looking for. It could be, luxurious, I guess, stuff, yeah. But it's like the luxury of life is sometimes copping a squat. What is that from, you guys? What movie is that from? Cop a Squat. She was helping somebody move themselves from just being on a material standpoint to taking the time to be grounded in a different way. Sometimes people think, I am grounded, I am stable. Look what I have. But you're not stable in spirit because your consciousness doesn't match that of the Most High Mama and Daddy. Yeah, you prevailing, but so has many kings and queens and queens and kings in a certain light, but that don't mean that they were loved other people. They don't mean that they were just. They may have been feared, but that doesn't mean they were respected. And I mean, you do need to have that aspect of yourself that will handle business, because you can't be being too sweet, because people, they respect and love you, but they also will betray such a being. King Arthur energy. Okay? So boundaries, but it is what it is. Like, anything else to me, I don't know about you, it's boring as fuck. It's like, I don't want to just be a bitch just walking around carrying a designer purse all fucking day and look at me and oh my God. What else is there? You traveling, but what are you getting? You traveling for your rituals, but what are you getting from the people when you travel? Are you adding to their lives just by being a lovely being, a lovely soul? Are you really enjoying the culture, you know. I'd be like, how do you have all of this going for yourself? And baby, you still got time for this fucking bullshit? Wow. That's interesting to me. You know, not in a way where I want to buy. But I have looked on the shelf and I saw the book and I'm like, that's some fucking garbage right there. That's some trash for real. Anyway, I'm out. KTR. Peace.